There's an old wives' tale that restoration can't be done. It costs too much, takes too much time, and anyway, there aren't any craftsmen left to do it. Preservation Techniques is a technical, educational, non-profit organization which was created to prove this idea false. This is one of a series of programs on every traditional craft needed to maintain and restore a building. These were done with live people on actual construction sites, sticking to budget and time limitations.
This is 5520 Arch Street, the shop of Samuel Yellen Metalworkers. The shop is in West Philadelphia and has been in continuous operation since 1915. Hello, I'm Jack Andrews, a designer and a blacksmith who works with a firm here, and also a member of the Yellen Foundation, both of which are sponsoring this workshop. Why don't we go inside and see a little bit of the work of Samuel Yellen, and we can show you what we're going to be doing in this workshop. Samuel Yellen, the man who orchestrated many of the things that we're going to see today and responsible for the power and the potency we see in this building. As an example, he was responsible for designing and making the gargoyle that we see here, which will be part of the gate. This is a sample which the smiths will actually use out there. They'll also be using tools similar to this top and bottom swage in making parts of the gate. And these are from the period when Yellen worked here. The building was designed and built in 1915. It was designed by Muller Meigs, who were friends and architects of Samuel Yellen. They had to move to this building because the first two shops that Yellen had were soon outgrown because of the large amount of work that Yellen did. This was a unique building for Muller and Meigs to do. It's an industrial building, but it has the style, the Spanish architecture that was so important to Samuel Yellen. We're now in the drafting room. This is the area where Yellen began the orchestration and the creation of his work. You can see a full-size drawing being done of the gate here. This is important so that any of the creative work can be done and we iron out all the mistakes here. As an example, these samples are made in the forge so we can visually see them three-dimensionally to see how the effect of all these elements will be. Another important thing is that Yellen had a very extensive library, and from the work there we can see various details and elements that can be used in the gate. There's also a large collection of drawings, thousands of drawings in this room. Work that was done years ago. As an example, this is a 1927 drawing of the university gates, University Museum gates. We can use this today because we're presently quoting restoration work on portions of this gate. So it becomes very valuable to us to keep this historical document. This is a photograph of the original gate that was stolen from the building. This is a drawing of the recreation of that gate. The important hot forge work is being done now in the forge and the assembly. Let's go down and see that.
I've been a blacksmith for 64 years, and 64 years ago I began my career right in this very shop. My life work has been strongly influenced by the experience with Samuel Yellen, and I've tried all my life to do things as well and as beautifully as he did. I'm here now leading a workshop building a gate for the museum with a group of young smiths from all over the country who want to learn these same methods and principles. I've been doing this sort of teaching now for 10 years, probably 140 workshops from Alabama to Alaska. It started 10 years ago in 1976 at the Artist Blacksmiths Convention in Carbondale, Illinois. And I found then that there were several hundred young blacksmiths eager for knowledge with no place to go, and that I had a mission in life. It's been a very interesting mission, taking me all over the country, meeting hundreds and hundreds of blacksmiths, and teaching them and encouraging them to do fine work and be fine craftsmen. That is what Samuel Yellen instilled in me, and that's what I hope the experience at Yellen's Forge will do for all of them. I hope that all of these people will strive to be Samuel Yellens, and if I can create one with my efforts, I'll be happy.
Hi, I'm Fred Christ. I'm head smith at the Yellen shop. Right now we're in the process of reproducing an original Yellen gate. The men you see working here on the eyes are fellows from all across the country. We have Tom Latané here and Pat Porter, and they're in the process of forming the head which will go on the gate. The process of head making is much like sculpture. You start out with a clay model. You make the formation, get the actual shape, the scale, the material. Then you make your tools from the clay model. And then the process goes directly from clay right into steel. And then you have the formation of the steel head. All the eyes, the tongue, the teeth, the ears is all done hot. It's all hot work using various hand tools which you see them working with. As you can see on the head here, they've formed out the nose very similar to this because they're going to be a similar pair that are going to be perched on the gate. The ears are left heavy so that last of all they can be drawn out and thinned so that they won't burn in the forging process. So you can see the various stages involved in creating the head. The coal forge which you see here is powered by soft coal having an electric blower, which is a modern invention. The traditional blacksmithing had a hand blower. The forge is much the same as it's been for centuries. Most of the equipment we use is much the same as it's been for centuries. With the introduction of high-speed electrical equipment, we also need the introduction of safety protection. And you'll see Tom here is wearing an earplug which protects his ears from the loud noise which occurs around here. He's also wearing a pair of heavy cotton pants. Now the heavy cotton pants keep him from burning up from the sparks, basically. Pat over here is wearing a traditional leather apron. It's been used by blacksmiths for centuries. He's also wearing eye protection as Tom was. Hanging here by the forge